Tonight, we're going to be talking Jurassic World Resort TV. We're talking Lego Jurassic Park, the unofficial retelling. We're talking the Hatchling and more if you want to. So stick around. I am Brad Jost, and this is Let's Talk Jurassic. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Let's Talk Jurassic, your weekly live stream here from the Jurassic Park podcast. Thank you so much to all of our returning viewers out there. We're so glad to have you each and every week. If you're new here, welcome. Glad to have you here. We do this every week. We try to, at least. We just started back up again. And if you're out there lurking, say what's up. How you doing? We like having you here too. But let's see who's here in the chat tonight. Well, you already heard what we're talking about. We've got Steven here. Hey, what's up, Steven? We got Ninja Master Nick. How you doing? We got Jurassic Raptor here. We got Jurassic KM. Andy's here. What's up, Andy? We got Muzzin Mill here. Hey, how's it going? We got Cretaceous Dave. How's it going, Dave? We've got Jurassic Souls. Caleb's here. We got Carl. We got, yeah, that's it. Oh, and a super chat. Thank you so much, super chat from Jurassic Souls. Thank you so much for that. You're awesome, as always. I really, really appreciate you. If you have anything you want to hear, let me know, and we'll try to talk about it if we can, all right? But let's go over to the website real quick before we get into our news. But we've got over on JurassicParkPodcast.com. I hope you had a chance to check out our most recent episode, which is part 2 of 3, with myself and Stephen Ray Morris's conversation. Stephen is from See Jurassic, right? You know Stephen, come on. But we talked all kinds of stuff. We talked about Charlotte Lockwood. Obviously, I'm just reading from the headline. Charlotte Lockwood, Jurassic toys, what if, like, kind of content. We talked about Dominion. There was so much in this one, so please check this one out. And again, this is part 2 of our conversation. So part 3 is next week. And then the week after that, we're starting fresh. We got new content for you, new conversation, which I think you'll really like. It's another 2-parter, but I think you're gonna dig that one as well. So stick around. But yes, myself, Stephen Ray Morris, part 2. 49-minute episode there for you. And please, while you're listening to Steven here talk, go check out See Jurassic Right, because there's been some really, really great content over there. Steven's been trying some new formats as well, so please give Steven a shout. Let him know you're listening and enjoying the show. But yeah, what do you say we get into some of that Jurassic news from around the world? All right, so first off in the news, we've got a little bit of Resort TV. Jurassic World Resort TV popped up via Muzzamill, and I had a chance to be a part of this as well, so please go check out Muzzamill's page here, MuzzShake07. Please go check it out over on Instagram. Really great stuff, and you're basically... we will talk a little bit about it in a bit here, but it's very cool. It's as if, Masrani was... a few years younger, and it's the start, kind of like the start of Jurassic World, or a reunion, I forget what it was, the first anniversary. So yeah, please go check out that. That's very exciting. That's one of the things we're going to be talking about here tonight. The other thing we're going to talk about is the Lego Jurassic Park special, the unofficial retelling, finally popped up over on Peacock. After many, I don't know how many months, a few months probably, maybe, of not knowing what it was. We finally know what it is. We can tell. We see what it is, and we've watched it. I've seen it a few times. Have you seen it? If so, leave your comments below. I can't wait to hear what you think about it if you have checked it out. And, I mean, let's talk spoilers. We'll talk spoilers in a little bit. It's just a retelling of Jurassic Park. We can be okay with spoilers, all right? So we're going to talk about that. And then another thing popped up that I wanted to talk about as well, and that is, this here, the Hatchling. So I'm on the hatchlingshort.com. this popped up and has been shared around. So I wanted to discuss it with everybody because an all new short film is coming, an all new adventure, The Hatchling, October 2023. I'm ready to talk about this. This is going to be fun because it looks pretty cool. At least from the imagery and the stuff that we see on social media, this looks like a pretty cool thing. So I'm excited to dive into it. We don't really know much of anything about it, but I want to hear what everybody else in the chat has to say about it as well. So I'm sure you've been diving into it also there and checking out the social media. So what do you think? Are you excited about the Jurassic news this week? Has it been an okay news week? Maybe it's lighter than usual, but hopefully I'm thinking, the strikes are going on. I'm wondering if maybe once that resolves and everybody gets paid fairly and treated fairly, once that maybe gets resolved, maybe we'll get some Jurassic news. It feels like about time, right? Like, doesn't that feel right? We'll see. We'll see. But let's go ahead and actually dive into our Jurassic news here. So, all right. So, shout out to hold on here. Shout out to Cretaceous Dave. Thank you so much for the super chat. How about that Lego Lost World tease? Yes, we'll talk about that. I'm excited to talk about that because that was really cool. That was really cool. So thank you so much, Dave. Come on, Dave. Thank you. Thank you all. But yes, and we've got Kelly here. How you doing? My son William, 11 years old, loves watching. Likes watching this? I appreciate that. That's awesome. A shout out to Kelly's son, William. All right, let's see. Everybody's talking about the hatchling and the Easter egg and the hatchling promo tease. Okay. All right. So, hey, here's Chris. Howdy, Chris. How you doing? So we're gonna dive into this real quick, and we'll get through it. So we got Resort TV, we've got Lego Jurassic World to talk about, and we've got the Hatchling to talk about tonight. So let's dive into this first part here. This is awesome. Muzzamill came up with this cool idea. I don't know if you're still in the chat. Here you are. You're talking about the Lego retelling was fun to watch. There you are. Hey, go give Muzzamill some love. But this is awesome. I love this Resort TV. I don't know if is the volume on? I don't know. No, it's not on playthrough. Here we go. I don't know if it's playing. No, it's not playing. Oh, I don't.
John Hammond and his team of...
Now you can save more on your next trip to Jurassic World. See you real soon.
I love it. That's so cool. So thank you for letting me be a part of that, actually, Muzzamill. That was really cool to be a part of. It's such a unique idea, and this is something that I love. Like, I'm a huge theme park person, so when we get kind of fun, world building and stuff like that within the Jurassic universe, it's really cool to see. Even when it's something like this that's just made from the outside, still really cool to see. And I love the theme park TV idea. I think that is super cool. Like, when I go to a theme park and I go stay at the hotel, I love just putting on the loop, the loop that just plays on your TV, whether it's just ads for the park, or just commercials for the movies that are part of the park, stuff like that. When I go to Universal, they just play I don't know what the music is, but it sounds like that band Train, and it just plays over and over and over. And it gets annoying after a little while, but they play ads for Fast and Furious and all kind. I think I was there last time, and I'm like, Fast and Furious, it's been out of the movie theaters for so long now, the last one, Fast X. But it's fun to watch that kind of stuff. And I do it at Disney too. At Disney they have, which is actually a really cool one. They have basically just park or cute Disney music and stuff like that plays over the forecast of what it's gonna be like, what the weather's gonna be like, the park schedules and things like that. So I love that kind of world building for Jurassic World. I think that's pretty cool. That's a unique idea and something that's really, really fun. So yes, I agree. Resort TV is really, really cool. Hopefully I didn't ruin it with my Mr. DNA voice. But yeah, Resort TV is so awesome. Caleb says, Jurassic Raptor says, nice job, Muzzamill. Yeah, so, and you said had a lot of fun making it, and thanks for contributing. Yeah, anytime. If you need a discount, Mr. DNA I'm your guy, I guess. Let's see. Mother of Raptor here says, I will forever wish I had the confidence to have started a podcast. JP Deep Dive. Hey, you still can. There's nothing stopping you. There can be more than one. There are more than one. So, hey, and if you want to, you can always send in, any kind of recordings or anything to ours if you don't want to start your own. That's kind of why we started in the first place, was to be a place where people in the community can just send in content and just say like, hey, I want to send in something for this week. And you can. So if you want to send something in, our email is up on our website or wherever. So just send it up and we'll try to add something for you. But that's awesome. You should start one. But yeah. All right. So that is the first part of today. Let's talk about the second part. Let's get into the unofficial retelling of Jurassic Park in Lego form. So, what did we think? Did we actually see this? Did anybody get a chance to watch yet? Because I watched. I was thinking about like watching it at like midnight or whenever it aired. I was hoping it was going to be midnight, but then I forgot. So I did not get a chance to watch it until like the following morning. And I watched it like twice in a row, just to watch it once and just kind of like take it in. And then the second time I was like, I just wrote down a few notes and things and just like thought about what I just saw, what I just witnessed. Now, if you don't remember last week, which you probably remember me saying it, but I basically was saying this is an unofficial retelling as told by Ian Malcolm. That's what the preview said and the press release and everything. So I assumed it would be like a very skewed retelling from like Malcolm's point of view, where like he misremembered a lot of stuff and attributed a lot of the good stuff that happened to him. And that's not really what happened. That didn't come to fruition. And that was pretty clear from the trailer. It basically just showed a straightforward retelling. And I think there was no real secrets or anything hidden in the trailer. In the trailer that wasn't in the movie. It was just straightforward. So for me, I watched through it and I was like, okay, that was fun. That was cute. That was a good time. And then when I watched it a second time, I'm like, oh, this is kind of interesting that there's really no, outside of it being Lego, and it's very clearly Lego, you can't hide the fact that it is a Lego retelling. It didn't really feel like the other Lego specials and TV shows and things. And even the games, it didn't necessarily feel like that. It actually legitimately was just like, it should just say an official retelling. Like, I don't know why it's unofficial. There's nothing unofficial about it. It's on Peacock, the first Jurassic thing to actually be on the official Universal platform. And it's Lego, and it's not some sort of, fan project or anything. It's just a legit Lego movie. And also it's just the story of Jurassic Park. There's nothing really all that unique about it. It doesn't tell like a different version. It really doesn't do much else other than what we saw in the movie. And that's fine. I think that's totally fine. I'm fine with this. Like, I think it's okay. I think it's good. It was fun. It was cute. But like, it didn't do anything unexpected, and that's fine, I guess. I just kind of maybe hoped or thought it was going to do something unexpected. And also that Lego-ness that I was saying before, like the fact that it is Lego and it is obviously clearly a Lego production, it didn't really have the comedy and the chops that like a Lego production usually has. When I'm playing a Lego game, I'm actually cracking up at the way they understand the property. Lego, maybe more than any other brand partner, understands Jurassic and other brands like Star Wars or whatever the retelling is. They understand it so deeply that it's really mind-blowing. I'm always so proud of Lego for really knowing the things that the fans know and really getting it. But it's the comedy. I was like, oh, there's not really much comedy here. There's some cute bits and funny moments, but like there's a lot of comedy throughout Lego games and other stories, and like there's that hot dog guy in the Indominus one. There's some really ridiculous stuff in that Lego Indominus Escape one, and the other ones as well. But it wasn't really present here. That wasn't there. It was just a very straightforward retelling. So I thought that was interesting. So one of the funnier things, I guess, was like how they skirted around the fact that like, oh, Nedry dies. Oh, Muldoon's dying. But like, Ian's like, oh yeah, we actually never saw them again. That was the end of it. We just never returned. What did he say? He said something about he went to go get like tea. I think he's like, oh yes, maybe he went to go get some tea, and Muldoon's joining Nedry for some tea. And I thought that was funny, but like that was it. And they didn't kill off the lawyer, so that was interesting. I don't think they showed that, so they didn't do that joke for that. I thought it was interesting. I wrote here that Ian says something along the lines of like, I always thought Nedry was up to something. And I'm like, how? Did you? How? In what way? When did you think that Nedry was up to something? So I thought that was kind of interesting. The way that Malcolm finds his journal and he's retelling the events of Jurassic Park, but he's telling things that like, there's no way he would ever know. Like, how would he know about all this stuff happening in scenes that he was not included in? So that was kind of funny to me. But yeah, I definitely thought it was more straightforward and actually in a good way at times, because the camera movements and some of the shots in this thing was like 1-to-1. Like Steven Spielberg grabbed like a Lego camera rig and filmed his Legos at home exactly the way he wanted to, exactly the way he filmed the actual movie. So I thought that was pretty cool, because like there's shots in there that like are seemingly like 1-to-1 with the movie that like turn the same way and follow. They're like behind the characters the same way. I thought that was really cool. So that was a awesome thing. I thought the director or whoever, is responsible for that. I have no idea with like a Lego thing, but I thought that was really cool how they were able to replicate that. So that was cool. Steven Spielberg being in this was awesome. I thought that was really cool. And now I'm expecting like that Mattel set that we got with Steven Spielberg, but I'm expecting it for like Lego. Where's our Lego Steven Spielberg set? Excuse me. Where's like our Lego set with like the same kind of rig and the camera and dinosaur or whatever? That would be super awesome. So I'm half expecting that to happen at some point. Now I know that Steven and Colin and somebody else, they were in. Was it the Indominus one? Maybe the Indominus one? I don't remember which one it was, but they were actually in that one. So, but yeah, I thought that was cool. But anyway, what else do I have here on my notes? There was one shot I thought was pretty cool. Actually, yeah, I'll say this. It was towards the end, and it was when they get into the Jeep, when they're escaping the visitor center. There's a shot of the visitor center in the mirror. It's like a little askew, I think, and it's like you see the visitor center as they're driving away. I was like, oh, that was a great shot. So that was like a little bit of additional content that I was like, oh man, that would have actually been like really cool to see in the movie. Like a very somber moment as they're driving away. You just see, like, I know we do get a shot, like, but not anything like that. But like, it would be cool to see that happen and kind of feel like a bit of sadness from John. And I know we get that later on when he's like staring at his cane and he's like shocked awake when he's like, about to get into the helicopter. So, but I thought it was a really cool scene. So that was cool. I like it when they do stuff like that. Obviously it was like kind of a play on like the T-Rex, seeing the T-Rex in the mirror, but this was the visitor center as they were leaving. So that was cool. That was awesome. And then there was just the fact that like, they would say some of the lines from the movie, but they would be just slightly off, that while I'm watching, I'm I'm about to like repeat them with the character, and they're wrong. Like they say them just a little off, so that like the cadence is wrong. Like I didn't say anything the same way that they said it. It was like when the lawyer goes to the bathroom, it goes to that like, you know, outhouse thing, and he's like, well, you gotta go. Like it's just so perfectly delivered in the movie. But in this, he was like, well, when you gotta go, I guess you gotta go, or something. He just like the timing was a little off, so I was like, oh. So there was like, and this is, I don't care. This is just me nitpicking, but like there was little things like that where I was like, oh, you were this close to getting it right. And I know they did it on purpose, but like, I was just like, oh, it's just angering me for some reason. But all super nitpicky. Again, I thought it was fun and cute and everything, but if I'm going to nitpick it for a few minutes, that's what I'm going to do. But the ending of the thing was pretty cool. I thought the Malcolm like looking on his shelf and he's like, oh, what book is this? Oh, it's the sequel. And he's like, this is The Lost World. I thought that was fun. I was like, all right, cool. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's retell the Lost World unofficially. And it'll be exactly how the movie went. But that would be a fun one because that movie was mostly from his perspective. So it would be really cool to see. And I would love to, you know, have his retelling of just the chaos that he was a part of. I think that would be really, really cool. So I'm definitely up for more if they want to do that. But it was kind of like, we want to tell this story, but we're not sure. Do you want us to tell this story? Because we'll put the book back on the shelf and we don't have to tell it if you don't want us to, but if you want us to, maybe we'll tell it. So if you want them to tell it, let them know, I think. Because like, I want to see, I want to see all of them. If they want to do all of them, please. I love the Lego content. I think it's always a lot of fun. But yeah, this was maybe not as fun as it could have been. It wasn't as goofy as it could have been or as unique as it could have been, but it was still something, you know, all right, it was fine. There was one more thing. Mr. DNA. Mr. DNA comes on the screen and he's like, well, I'll tell you about how I got the dinosaur blood. And then Malcolm's like, he talks too much. And let me just tell you this a little bit faster. And I was like, seriously? You just cut off Mr. DNA in a kid's animated short? He's the best character for this. Why are you cutting him off? So I was like slightly alarmed that Mr. DNA was cut off mid-sentence, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, I thought it was fun. I do want to see what y'all think about this. So I'm gonna go to the chat here and see what everybody's saying. Jurassic KM says, we don't have Peacock up here, so I didn't get a chance to see it. Yeah, I was actually wondering about that. You know, for those who don't get Peacock, like what is there an alternative? Like, what do you do in that case? I'm not really sure. Carl, not able to watch in my country also. So yeah, that is a bummer. Like, all you got to do is just imagine Jurassic Park in Lego form, and there you go. You got it. You did it in your brain. Let's see here. Lego JP feels like an entry point for younger audiences into JP, but it missed a trick by not leaning more into extra content. It feels like it won't get much rewatch once kids get older. Yeah, sure. And I don't know how much rewatch it'll get even now, but oh yeah, I forgot to show my kids, by the way. That was bad. I guess I should have maybe remembered to show them, but I forgot. And yeah, it needed more quirky Lego humor for sure. Absolutely. I was kind of surprised that it didn't have more of that. It was, you know, because the games are so funny. Like, they actually crack me up all the time. Raptor says it was fun, maybe a little too straightforward. Malcolm cutting whenever someone is about to die was fun. Yeah, that was a funny gag. Could have done it more. Yeah, and Arnold had a few more lines. He might have, yeah. There was something, yeah, I don't remember what he said. I thought it was interesting where, like, Malcolm's like, they didn't mention Disney and like Pirates of the Caribbean. They're like, well, if a theme park attraction breaks down and the robots don't eat the tourists, he like changed it a little bit. I'm surprised, like, to be honest, I'm surprised they didn't, like, say, like, well, if Kong Skull Island or whatever the name, what is it, Reign of Kong Skull Island breaks down, Kong doesn't eat the tourists. How they hold on to your bricks. Yeah, they didn't say that. Interesting question. I don't really know. That's did they make, I mean, would they have had enough time? I don't know. Heck yeah, that shot was great. When that happened, I was like, oh. Like, there was also, like, the shot inside the truck at the T-Rex breakout. I was like, oh, this is great. It, like, perfectly recaptures that moment. And then when that visitor center shot happened, I was like, oh, that's a nice surprise. Like, that is unique and different. So that was pretty cool. The Lost World is great because it's all about me. Yes, I that would be great. I can't wait to see, to hopefully see that. But yeah, I was wondering, and you bring up the Lost World Lego would be a blast, but I wonder how much they would handle all the dinos, but they don't have the figures for. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about this. I was like, was the point of this just official retelling? Was it just to sell the toys on the shelves? Was that really the point? I mean, that's always the point, right? That's always the point. Like, I went to go see Paw Patrol, the Paw Patrol movie with my family, and what did there was like a line in the movie I legitimately like was laughing so hard at because I forget what happened, but like, say for instance, like a really cool like new Paw Patrol like rig or something just showed up, and then this like news reporter was like, well, there's a new Paw Patrol thing, and that gives, parents plenty of new toys to buy, or something. It was just a very, like, meta comment, and the guy's like, sorry, parents, and I just was, like, dying laughing, because that's what that show is. It's like that Paw Patrol show will rebrand every few months or every year or so, whatever it is, rebrands into something completely different to sell new toys, and probably to not have to pay all these royalties, but, like, also to just revamp everything that you see on the shelves. So I was just wondering if maybe that was part of this. That's why I was wondering if we'll maybe ever get like a Steven Spielberg set or something. But it just felt like this is just the Lego sets that we've got. Like, now we've got all these new Jurassic Park Lego sets, but hopefully there was some more integrity behind it. I don't know. Yeah. So no Peacock means no Peacock content. So you can't get it anywhere. Like, there's nowhere. That stinks. That is terrible. That it's like, that's these streaming platforms and everything are so great. It's awesome that we get this content, but it doesn't go everywhere. Like, that is terrible. That you have no Peacock content. There's some legitimately good stuff on that service, and outside of Jurassic, and there's no chance you can watch it. Like, these companies it's surprising that they just don't want to give it to everybody and find a way to get it to you. Life doesn't find a way for you to watch this, so that's pretty odd. But yeah, and you'll just play the Lego game if you need a fix like that. Yeah. Yeah. Malcolm. Yes, I found this journal on my shelf. I don't know how it got here, but it's my retelling of Jurassic Park 3. And see, that would be great. If this was an unofficial retelling, he could tell Jurassic Park 3 however he wanted to, and it would be awesome. He could just tell like an outlandish story about what went down because he played a game of telephone. Like, Grant told it to Ellie, and Ellie told it to Malcolm, and then like Malcolm's telling the story to us. Like, something like that would be really cool to see, but I don't know. Is that too hard of a point to get across to kids? I don't know. They don't know how to play the game. They do know how to play the game telephone. I don't know. But, yeah, this is a good point, Chris. It might go on like the Jurassic World Kids YouTube channel. Yeah, for sure. I could see that happening. Remember seeing ads for the new Paw Patrol movie about them getting superpowers from an asteroid, and I thought, didn't they just do a movie with this exact plot? Yes. Well, that's no, they didn't do it. I don't know if they did a movie, but the movies are just retelling the events of the TV show that already happened, but just in a grander form with like popular music tracks, needle dropped and stuff into the show. But yeah, they're just retelling the TV show basically in movie form. So, but yeah. Oh, that beautiful man can't pry open a vending machine, but boy, does he have a nice mustache. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the Lego Jurassic Park, the unofficial retelling. I do want to get to the bottom of why it was an unofficial retelling, because it was pretty official. All right, so. Oh, I didn't make like these headline things. I forgot to do that this week, like Lego Jurassic Park up there, Barbara. So these are all from last week. So we'll just stick with Jurassic news. All right, so next up here we've got the Hatchling, an all new short film. I mentioned it before in the opening, and this is from the website. So if you want to check it out, thehatchlingshort.com. We've got this cool looking poster. I really like the vibe of this poster. That is a very cool image. And I love the lighting. The lighting is super cool. And for some reason, maybe it's the lighting, maybe that's the reason, but like it's giving me kind of like, old school like Amblin vibes, like stuff like that, or like an E.T. vibe, or a Stranger Things kind of feel, with these, I'm assuming, kids maybe. And it looks like there's maybe one adult and some kids, but like it looks like kind of that vibe where I would hope it would capture some of that kind of like old school Steven Spielberg vibes. Again, I don't know what this is really, so I don't know if it doesn't, I don't know like what it relates to or anything. So I'm guessing it's just a brand new, all fresh. I mean, it does say an all new adventure right there. But yeah, let's check out the Instagram page here. We've got a few. So we've got this one. This is the one we just saw. And we'll get back to this because you can see the tag there with all the people who are in it. So that's going to be interesting to check out. And then we got this nice little moving kind of poster. That looks nice. It's given me like Fallen Kingdom vibes. I'm getting Fallen Kingdom vibes from this because of the embers and stuff floating around. So I don't know. I'm not sure if this is signaling anything, but are we in for some like burning forest or something? Because the forest does look very bright. I don't know. And by the way, like this is called the Hatchling, and we see the Hatchling very clearly right here, right? Like that. I would assume that's the Hatchling, which I'm not like any kind of specialist on dinosaurs, so I have no clue what this could mean or what this could be. But what I do like is when you scroll up and you see this. Now that is not a hatchling. That is just the Instagram page. I don't know where the picture went. Let's go back to this one. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. But like, look at that. Is that the same kind of hands? Is that like is Mama very angry or is Daddy very angry here? Like, I don't know. Is Mommy's very angry? Who is it? But it looks big, whatever it is. So this hatchling is very small. So I'm assuming it's not gonna stay small. Like it's not like this type of dinosaur specimen is not like always small, but I would assume this is the parent, and that is very big. And I mean, like, they don't look super worried. So I don't know, maybe everything's okay. They look like a little concerned. But this looks massive, whatever's in that image there, but that looks cool. Let's bring up this other picture here. So let's take a look, because oh my god, I cannot zoom in. Can I open this up in a new tab? Oh, there we go. All right, so 10/7/2023. So this picture was taken just a few days. Oh wait, was it 10/6 or 10/7? I don't know, because on the bottom it says 10/6, on the top it says 10/7, and this is 13th Street, right over there. But look at this. That looks super cool. Is that like a puppet? Is that CG? I have no clue. Oh, yeah, we'll get to that. I mean to click on yours, Dave. But we got, is it a Dino Caris? I do not know. Let's just say yes, because you seem to know more than I do about the dinosaurs. Oh yeah, Goonies vibes. Yeah, for sure. That's hey, if there's like, is there bikes in this? That's what I want to know. Are there bikes? How do I go back? No, I don't see any bikes in the picture. But hey, Hatchling crew, there better be a bike in this movie, because it's giving me Goonies and Stranger Things and ET vibes. And I think there's bikes in Goonies, maybe. I would think so. So it's seen 2 days ago near Tammy's, I'm guessing, and this is easy money, dude. This is easy money. We can get this thing no problem. So that makes me wonder, the easy money thing. Is this, and we'll take a look here, because we've got what seemingly looks like a Jurassic, and as Dave was saying, Jurassic DFW logo. I don't know. Is it exactly the same? I do not know, but let's see. I brought up some fish and wildlife images here. So we've got just random, they just look like random ones. I don't know. I forget what the Dominion one. I guess I could look for it, but let's see, Jurassic World Evolution. They've got this one. It's obviously that. Let's see. I mean, I'm not seeing, I forget specifically what the one from the movie looked like, but if it was just like this one. Well, that's Department of Prehistoric Wildlife. So I'm guessing I don't know, but it could be something unique and different, because on this one, look, we've got a wolf and we've got a bird. On this one, we've got a bird essentially and a wolf, but not a wolf. Is it? Yeah, I'm assuming a kind of Triceratopsy, kind of ceratopsian, I guess. Because that little dot up top, I felt like it was like a Parasaurolophus, but the body doesn't match up. But anyway, very similar vibes. Is it the same? I don't know. But it's clearly very close, or at least trying to give us those same vibes. So I don't know if this is something in the same world or not. I mean, the fact that it looks to be a little different makes me think hey, this production company is trying to, capture those vibes that were in Jurassic World Dominion, maybe. And obviously, this picture here really makes me think about Battle at Big Rock, at the end of that, and throughout Dominion there was a few little clips here and there, but the found footage kind of, we spotted a dinosaur out in the wild and we got to try to track it down thing. So that's giving me that vibe, right? Like, it's definitely feels like there's dinosaurs out in the wild and we got to track them down, and hey, maybe there's somebody that will pay for them. You know, I don't know who's going to pay for it. Does the Department of Fish and Wildlife? Are there poachers that are paying for them? But either way, this is easy money. We could hand over this little duckbill looking thing and make some quick money. Now we've got somebody over here. Okay. Is that Tammy? I don't know. And then we've got Pine Ridge, New Jersey. Okay. I'm trying to look at where that is. Is that a real place? I'm in New Jersey, but who knows? I see Pine Ridge at Crestwood. That's like a community. It's like probably like an older person community of some sort, maybe. Yeah, I don't know, but it could be maybe somewhere. Or it does sound, honestly, like it sounds like it could be like, come on down the Pine Ridge Auto Mall, where you can find Chevrolet, other cars, just Chevrolet. That's it. Because here in New Jersey, if you have it on the local station, that is all you hear is just constant car commercials. But that is Pine Ridge, New Jersey, and it's a very similar kind of vibe to the Fish and Wildlife kind of vibe. But like I feel like travel stickers and things always try to like capture that vibe. We've got here I'm not sure what that first word is. Oasis? Oasis? I don't know what that is. Nest, obviously. And then I'm assuming Amber Valley? Amber Valley? I mean, that sounds very Jurassic inspired, at least. Amber Valley. Is that dino droppings? Droppings? But that is... There's a lot to analyze in that. That's very cool, too, at least, like... You know, see what you can find in whatever this is. Like, this is the kind of, like, stuff that's fun to, like, see. You know, you don't know what the project is, but then you, like, slowly uncover stuff as you go along. Like, I do like that kind of marketing. I think that's pretty cool. So anyway, let's go over. I wanted to take a look at this picture. Was it? Yeah. Because we do have... Oh, every time I zoom in, there's a few people tagged on there. So I did bring them up. So we've got Carrie Gibson. And so Carrie, I do remember this person. Let's see, that's a good picture here. From the show Barry. And I kind of remember it was a few months ago, I think, whenever that show ended. And I feel like it was a smaller role, but that is awesome that, like, oh, This Is Us, I guess, too. That's very cool. So this is, somebody legit, like, in the biz. I don't see any promo here for Barry. Maybe because they were, like, in, like, a few scenes. But, hey, they posted about the hatchling. Maybe, I don't know. Is that... Are they allowed to post about that? I have no idea how the strike works with projects. So, but that's awesome to see. Somebody, oh yeah, it says actor from Barry, The Politician, Grey's Anatomy, Bones, Superstore. Very cool. That's awesome. And we've got April here, Consalo, actor and writer, and customer in Brooklyn. If you're in Brooklyn and you own a business, April could be your customer at any point. So here we've got April. Not sure I recognize April from anything yet, but I'm excited to see what April's going to do here. We've got, is this Liam? I see the name there. I don't know how Instagram works. All right, cool. And then we've got Lamont Jordan. Yeah. There we go. Not too much in the way of posting there, but very cool. Very cool. Oh, her Barry pictures were on the third row. Where are they? Oh, yeah, right here. That's right. There's the Barry pictures. That was like such a wild portion of that show. That show is so funny. So I'm excited to see what Carrie's going to bring to this project. That's really cool. Analysis, maybe? Is that what it said, you think? If anybody has anything else, analysis. I don't know. How do you... Yeah, like, this is funny. I was thinking of this right away because I saw the physis, and I thought coelophysis as well. Like, is this from a coelophysis nest? Because, like, it could be. Maybe this is like, to me, this looks like kind of like the board that you like connect the dots on, and like, you know, you're trying to come up with a crazy plan. But, like, this could be, like, a plan or a board that you, like, plan out. Like, oh, we spotted this dinosaur. We spotted this coelophysis nest down in the Amber Valley. Stuff like that. That could be pretty cool if there are references to other things that happen. And we've been saying this for a while now, like, in regards to, like, a sequel series for like Camp Cretaceous and stuff, how it would be very cool if they did something what seemingly is happening. I don't know if it's the same thing, but like where you do have the Department of Fish and Wildlife and you have like the kids from the Camp Cretaceous show, and they're tracking down, like they've got their board, and they're getting their phone calls and their intel about where to pick up these dinosaurs. I could see something like that happening for Camp Cretaceous. I think that could be cool here. Could this be similar where like these kids are maybe trying to track down something, or did they just, is this board have anything to do with these kids? Because this looks like this is Carrie, right? So is Carrie Tammy? I'm getting so deep here. I'm getting so involved in this, and I just need to see it. So luckily October, we're getting like to the halfway point here, I feel like already. So but yeah, so I'm theorizing already. What is this part down here? I don't know. But is this a board, like did the kids make this board, or was this somebody else that made this board? I don't know. And why is Carrie a target? Or potentially Tammy. I don't know if that's Tammy. Probably not Tammy. Maybe it's Tammy. I don't know. Who knows? But that's pretty cool. Either way, it looks awesome. I'm very excited for it. I think that looks cool. You guess you're wrong about that logo, I guess. I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe you're not. Yeah, and I think it's got to be the coelophysis nest. And that's so fun because, like, I think when I thought about like what kind of dinosaurs what kind of things I want to see in Jurassic World Dominion, like coelophysis was always like pretty high on my list because of the toy, you know, from Kenner. Like I have it right here on my shelf somewhere. It probably fell off because they're so small. Yeah, I mean it's there somewhere. I don't know where it went, but I love that toy so much, and I just always wanted to see such like a wiry like creature, because that thing is so crazy looking. At least the toy is very crazy looking. I don't know if the real thing looks like that. I have no idea. But but I always wanted to see that in some sort of media. So, it never came across in Jurassic World Dominion, but maybe there's a chance somewhere down the road. But I'm excited for this. Stay tuned. And I commented, if you guys want to see what I commented, I said, whoa, looks great. And I put a bunch of fire. Hey, I did say, like, kind of reminds me of Fallen Kingdom with the fire. Is there potentially fire? Did I comment, like, predict anything? Did my comment predict? I don't know. But anyway, I think that's about all I have. That's about it. Whew. That's a good one. See, I feel like I got down the, I'm still working it out. This is only our second, live stream since returning. So, yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the format and everything because I changed everything up and did the Jurassic news a little differently. The intro's a bit different. Hopefully you like that. I'm excited to, like, introduce what we're talking about, play the intro. It's going to be a different way to at least, like, upload the video and stuff. And I'm interested in it. I'm excited to, experiment with the format a little bit and change it if we need to. But I did better today, I think, because, like, last time I did the news and I'm like, I want to comment on everything and tell you all my opinions. But hey, that's not what the news is, right? The news is supposed to be just a straightforward information on what we have. And then we're going to get into the discussion later on with the Jurassic news. I think that's pretty cool. I at least like doing it that way. So hopefully everybody's enjoying the new format. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the most recent episode with Stephen Ray Morris. That's not it. Right here. Please go check it out if you have not, if you joined us late or anything. But please go check out myself and Stephen Ray Morris in part 2 of 3. If you didn't listen to part 1, that is on there as well, somewhere on the website. But you can check it out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, place like that. But yeah, and I love this image here because it's got, like, Harpoon Harrison, right? Is that one? And it's got Charlotte, because we had such, like, a wild conversation, and I just had to get this, like, jacked Harpoon Harrison in the picture there because I just love that character so much. I love that toy, and that's, like, that's a direction I would love to see Jurassic go, is, like, not care so much about the silliness of it all and kind of just, like, get wild with it, even if it's just animated or anything like that. I think it would be pretty cool to see. But anyway, please go check out that episode. Part 3 will be next week. What do we talk about? Next week, I think we talk about, we talked about, like, different generations of, like, Jurassic fans, when you grew up, like, did you read the book first? Did you watch the movie? The younger audiences now, like, so it was interesting to kind of talk about that a little bit and talk about, like, maybe how we were influenced in our fandoms and collecting and stuff like that. Like, who made us this way? Why are we the way that we are? And also, I think we talk a lot about more toys and, like, what kind of stuff we'd like to see from Mattel in the future, because we've missed a lot of stuff. I think Steven brings up, like, I don't know if he did it in the previous released episode so far or not, but he talked about how, like, the 10-year anniversary of Jurassic World is, like, a few years away. It's 2 years away from now. And, like, maybe Mattel is holding out until then because we still haven't gotten, like, a lot of the, Jurassic World figures and stuff like that. So maybe they're holding out. I know we were getting not Amber Collection. What is it called? Hammond Collection. Owen in blue, but, we still haven't seen the rest of the movie. Just those two. So yeah, hopefully we get more stuff like that. But anyway, check out the next episode next week, and then following week, like I said, we've got a really fun interview that you're going to want to check out. So I'll leave you at that. But please go to our social media handles here. You can check it out there. We've got Threads. We're on Threads, maybe. I feel like I always forget that the podcast Threads is there, and maybe I don't post as much as I should, but I'm on Threads a lot. So personally on my page, but we're also on Instagram. Please check us out there. On TikTok, I do a lot of uploading over on TikTok. And what is that other one? Oh, Facebook. Yep. It's a thing. It's a thing. We're on Facebook. Hey guys, it's official. We're on Facebook. If you haven't checked out the what's his name? The country singer Brooks. What's his name? Anyway, however many years ago when Facebook started, he put up a hilarious video. Garth Brooks. He put up a hilarious video about how he joined Facebook. And it cracks me up so much. And he's just like, hey everybody, it's official. I'm on Facebook. We're going to post some weird stuff, some neat stuff, some slick stuff. And that's what we do over on Facebook. But please go listen to our podcast because it's better than this usually. This is just the off-the-cuff live stream. The other stuff's better produced, I think. But but we have Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible. You can check us out on all of those. Hey, subscribe on all of them if you want. Leave us a review on Spotify. 5 stars if you could. You can do 5 stars on Apple Music too. That would be awesome. And write a review because I will read them on the show. I do read them as often as I can towards the end of the episode. So yeah, but anyway, Mother of Raptor says, really excited that you're back. Thank you. Thank you. So excited. We're back too. They're going to skip right over the 30th celebration of Lost World. Yeah, I know, right? They're definitely going to. There's no way that they're going to celebrate the Lost World as well, like that. I just don't see it. And Carl says the Stephen Ray Morris episode was interesting. Thank you. Glad. Because, like, I mostly forget what we talk about as soon as I'm done recording. Then I have to listen back. But I'm excited. I hope you like the new format where we're splitting up the conversation instead of just one long, however long. We talked for 3 hours that night. So I like the idea of splitting it all up. But thank you, anybody who's I can't talk. Thank you, everybody who's been here tonight. I appreciate you hanging out for a little bit, talking about all that fun stuff. Please listen to the podcast, and we'll see you not next week. Oh man. No, I won't be streaming next week, but maybe the week after that. We'll see you the week after that. Yeah, but the podcast will be on, so please check out the podcast. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Bye.